into this season, what are you looking forward to?
Well, we, like you said, I was talking to you earlier, we're going to focus more on the process than the outcome, because the outcome's going to come. But if you get confused with the process, then the outcome's not going to be what you want it to be. And we understand that we ground, we're going to get everybody's best shot. Mm-hmm. So we had to understand now we got to play the mental part of the game, and we got to be uncomfortable to get comfortable. But, you know, like I said, when you walk up a hill, it's going to be some suffering. Yeah. You know, and that's what we do. We're walking on the hill. We understand we're on the right path, I think, but we're still walking up that hill. And I told him, once you get to the top of that hill and you say, okay, and you start walking down, then you start knocking them off one by one, but we're not there yet. Being
able to bring in that many players increases your talent pool. Mm-hmm. What is the difference in the talent you put on the field last year to the options you have this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, we got 5 preseason guys on the awards. Which is a testament to them. 3 of them are first team, 2 second team. And so that says when I first got the job, we had none. So we've made a roster acquisition, bringing in better players. And so now everybody knows that you got to perform. If you don't perform, you're not going to play. And so now it's iron sharpening iron every single day. It's exciting. And then we're 3 deep across the board at every position. And so now it's iron really sharpening iron. These guys are hungry. They've heard all the naysayers. And like I told them, at the end of the day, it's our 11 versus their 11. And it's nothing else anybody can say or do.
With JSU, the head man in charge. Hey, Coach, introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, I'm T.C. Taylor, the head football coach at the JSU University, the mecca of HBCU college football. Oh. I had to do that. I see all the things on social media about, you know, indoor facility and all that good stuff, and that's great if we can get that. But, you know, the real need right now truly is a building that allows us to have meeting rooms and coaches' offices and things of that magnitude, and a training center that allows our guys to rehab the way that they need to and things of that magnitude. And right now we lack that because, you know, the way college football is today, you know, it allows us to have more coaches, more support staff and things like that. And we just don't have the space for the people that we have in our building to house them. You know what I mean? So for us, you know, being able to accomplish that and get that part of it done would be tremendous in moving FAMU football forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Strike Season Podcast. I am Troy. I'm going to bring up Lord Jamal and Keith Hadley here in a second, but I just want, I just want to start off to say what a wonderful time of the year it is, and everything is leading to the first game of the season. And part of that buildup was an interview that ESPN had of Coach Quinn Gray on the Paul Finebaum show. And Paul Finebaum is an excellent SEC media personality. Wonderful guy. Absolutely wonderful guy. But that motherfucker is mega mind when it comes to HBCU sports. In the interview, you can feel like he was not prepared to talk about FAMU football, to talk about Coach Quinn Gray. It felt like there's a difference between when he's talking about Auburn, Mississippi State, Alabama. He's more comfortable. He's well-versed in that. So it would have taken some more time to get well-versed in FAMU football and culture. And again, I understand it's not his thing. I'm going to give him that break. But ain't nowhere in America you should ever say FAMU's 8 national championships. What? And shout out to Quinn Gray. He is a better Christian than myself. He is a man that carries himself with high esteem and high character. But motherfucker is 17 national championships. Not no 8. There is an elite club you need to get into, and it start at 10. Fam, you got 17 of them things. So the next time y'all call in the Mega Mind Sports Show, make sure y'all let Paul know, bro, we can still bet an eyebrow. We can still bet an eyebrow. I ain't forgot what you said about Florida State. And them little surfing elephants last year got whooped. It's still Florida State by 10. That being said, we'll bring everybody up, man. We're going to have a good show. We're going to talk about everything from homecoming, the MEAC president, or the MEAC commissioner's new contract. And what do we think about this Protect College Sports Act? Let's get into it. Man, welcome everybody.
You calling them the surfing elephants will never not get old.
The surfing elephant.
Ain't Tuscaloosa landlocked?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's on the river. But yes, otherwise they're landlocked.
Well,
It's on the
it's on the
Black
not on the
Warrior
Mississippi.
River or something like that.
Oh, that shit don't count. Where it feed off of the Mississippi?
I think it is a tributary of the Alabama River or the Mississippi River off the top of my head. I think the
Okay.
Alabama River.
That don't-
Alabama or Tennessee.
that don't- I was saying that as a person that grew up on the Chattahoochee, so that don't count.
Little baby, I'm sure this was somebody canceled. So this was kind of like, oh, we need to fill this spot type of
No,
deal.
you don't need to fill that spot. Yeah, I said it behind the show, and I'm not just saying this because it was FAMU. I say this for all HBCU. Y'all can simply leave us the fuck alone. If you are not interested in what we got to say, if you are not interested in doing, or if your producer, because I know he has two of them, not interested in doing 5 minutes worth of research before the coach, AD, whoever the fuck ever gets there, so y'all can actually have a good conversation where you learn something, they learn something, your viewing guests learn something, leave us alone. Y'all don't have to bother us. Y'all called us. He ain't called y'all. Leave us alone. It's that simple.
And again, the grace that I give Megamind is limited because he's been known to say some wild stuff. And I've been known to say some wild stuff, and he's still scared to bet an eyebrow.
I think part of it is also just like, but it's unfamiliarity, and it's that time of year. Like I said it before the show, Troy. It's Make-A-Wish season. Like I was watching the news, and they had a little kid out there. Oh, he was born with half a heart, and so his dream was running on a football field. It's that time. Like football players, you all know this. Don't do anything stupid. You're gonna be on the front page of the news. But if you want to do something smart, you'll be on the front page of the news. Like it's that time of year where there's nothing out there, and every small thing is something, and it's important. And it's because what else you got to talk about? Ain't nobody at Georgia did nothing stupid in the past 2-3 weeks.
They must have confiscated all the Hellcat keys.
Everybody already got their cars and they parked in the garage.
Well, no. They didn't confiscate the cars. They took all of the red keys. So all they got is the black key.
They still gonna go vroom vroom.
Yeah, but it's a different beast. Like for those that don't know, because a lot of them actually drive demons and not regular Hellcats. They come with two keys. You come with a red key and you come with a black key. The black key functions as a governor. The red key, there is no governor. You should never be driving around with the red key in your head in your demon. There is no reason for it. Them niggas been driving around with the red keys, all of them.
Is that D2? Hey Doc, is that D2? Is this D2?
Champ. No, that's Dave.
That's Dave. Dave. Okay, give me a second, Dave. Give me a second.
We got a Paw Patrol on here now.
Who?
Paw
You know,
Patrol.
they got like 3 mascots. 2. They really got 2.
I'm not doing this.
Yeah, they got 2 mascots. They got that bulldog. and then they just got the Aggies.
See,
At least they bulldog bite people. Like, is Alabama and them bulldog gonna bite somebody?
Alabama A&M ain't got the bulldog. They got a border collie named
they
Rebel. They got a border
Texas
collie.
A&M.
they are Alabama A&M.
Oh shit, Bama A&M. My fault. They do have a bulldog. I don't think he bite though. I think he a little house hippo. I don't think he bite.
Alabama A&M Bulldog is that's what we call town puppies.
He said
I just-
pound puppies.
Woo!
Hey, and listen, I don't want no smoke from them people in Alabama. I just want y'all to win the MEAC SWAC challenge. That's all I want y'all to do. Whoop them people so they change the name to the SWAC MEAC challenge. That's all I need y'all to do. Because remember
Man.
last year they had a sneaker ball because they won a celebration bowl.
Man, I'm gonna give them I'm gonna get A&M a damn.
But listen, while we wait on Dave, because again, this whole and I want to make sure we understand it's not just Paul that does this. There are other shows that does this. Like, oh well, we're gonna talk about HBCU sports, but they talk around the periphery, and they don't give you no meat to sink your teeth into.
They
Like
can't do that because then it would throw a lot of their preferred schools in bad light. They can't do that. Like you can't bring FAMU or Jackson State on your show, or hell, even a Southern on your show to talk about what's going on there without saying, well, your preferred school, your Ole Miss, your Auburns, your LSU's, your Florida States are the reason why these other schools are functioning in this array and functioning this way. So they're never going to give you a conversation around HBCUs with any real meat or any real truth. Because then they will have to look at their preferred institutions crazy if they are serious people.
You know what's frustrating? Like we do that here all the time. Like I will tell you the truth about Florida State. I will tell you the truth about what happened, how we got here, and why FAMU is the reason that Florida State has been successful.
My only gripe is we don't throw boot skins in the fray and under the bus enough because they are also directly responsible for a lot of shit that happens at FAMU.
The only reason we don't do that is because I feel like I be punching down on the Malacho way people. So
man, it's a lateral.
Listen, that's the people told me that it's a latch away. So
the city is a latch away.
Listen, I can't help it.
You talking about we talking about a lateral? Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, if you talk to somebody that is from like a lateral of the city, they would say it's a lateral way. I swear to God.
I'll take it. I'll take that.
I swear to God, the county is a lateral, but the city is a lateral way. It's a dude on TikTok right now that is going through how we pronounce stuff here, and it is absolutely hilarious.
I mean, I still call it Hog Town if I know you know.
It is Hog Town.
Man, you know.
Hey, we from here, Keith, so we know a little bit more.
No. But again, you can do both. You can have serious conversations. You can have serious conversations about these things. And
baby, it's stuck the same, but they pronounce it different. The city is a lot away.
And again, y'all know me. Y'all know how I feel about the boot skins. Y'all know how I feel about the Ibis. And sometimes I do feel like I will take 10 minutes out my day and just talk about how shitty their programs is, but they disguise it with success. Because like you can put 100,000 people in that stadium, but you can't put an SEC trophy in that bitch in the last 20 years. I'm just, I ain't trying to start that. I just be pointing stuff out. I just be asking questions. That's all. I just be asking questions. Yeah. But
You trying to start stuff, Troy? It's all right.
He ain't trying to start so.
Listen, it could be worse. At least them bootskins got a whole practice field. You can't say that in Coral Gables and Daytona.
You can't say it in Tallahassee no more, Troy.
Oh hell! Oh hell!
we got to be honest.
Listen, I was not a fan of building that whole new stadium. If y'all hear the lightning in the background, let me know. I was not.
We have some rain, but that
rain. Okay. By the way, I am in the middle of the flood here in Florida. So.
Hey, it's summer in Florida. It's gonna rain every day at some point, and it's gonna thunder every day at some point.
So, but no, I mean, if I'm honest about the direction of Florida State program, yes, the facilities look wonderful. Yes, they've spent a lot of money in new facilities. They look beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and they're gonna look great for the next coach. Absolutely great for the next coach and athletic director. They're gonna have something to fight with. But I want the practice field to be 100 yards. But at least our outside practice facility, that outside facility is 100 yards.
The one that they don't use.
You ain't have to bring up that we don't use it. But it is 100 yards.
I mean, but no. Let's be for real, right?
I thought they cut with 80 yards too.
I thought they did, but
they cut that short. The only one field y'all got is the band field.
Oh shit! Goddamn! Oh hell! Jesus Christ! But let's be for real, right? And I could be old school. I could be tripping, and y'all gonna tell me if I'm tripping. I understand having an indoor facility in Florida for bad weather. It's raining, it's thundering, it's game week. You still need to get these reps. Or it's 112 with 99%
you have your
understand it. But you play outside. So at what point is the indoor facility doing you a disservice?
It's doing you a disservice because the advantage that you have in Tallahassee is you've been in that heat.
That's what I'm saying. So if you spending 75% of your practices inside, and now when you got a 7 o'clock game and the humidity is at 80%, but you've been in a nice dry climate control indoor facility for the most part, you sucking wind with everybody else. We don't have them problems across the track. They over there on the practice field in the humidity.
That's stuff the Buccaneers do. You got all this wonderful summer season, and now you gonna go inside? No, you practicing the outside.
My Jaguars practice outside. I don't have those problems. I'm going to the mock game next week. I might go live.
Also, shout out to the Buccaneers. We're gonna put in our media credentials again this year.
Hey, fly up here too. See if they say no.
We think about everybody's safety.
Marlo, we in Tampa. It rained here. They may have to play a football game in a tropical storm.
They might.
But they ain't got to practice in it.
If practice makes perfect, and perfect practice makes perfect, how you gonna judge? You know what? Never mind. Y'all got to deal with a quarterback that don't want to be there no more. I digress.
Oh shit!
I absolutely digress. But listen,
he's not wrong.
No, he's not. He's not wrong at all.
He just feels more highly of himself than he has proven in the past. That's all that is.
Oh, okay.
You want $50 million and you ain't won shit.
But that's your quarterback. Remember? That's my quarterback. Don't say that about my quarterback.
After the two.
My quarterback don't want darts.
Oh.
Trevor Lawrence?
48-20. There you go.
Yeah. We love your faith. We love your faith.
Hey. We gonna be fine.
EA, don't start that list. EA trying to get me crash out. It ain't gonna work. He ain't coming back. He can't come back. We got our starting quarterback.
We gonna be just fine. We got Brian Thomas is in shape and healthy. Trevor's in shape and healthy. Shit. Travis has put on like 12 pounds of pure muscle. We are just fine.
If Castellanos comes back,
And
he's
we got
playing
a coach
baseball.
that can coach. He is definitely playing baseball. His football career is over.
Yes.
I think
You
the
do have a
baseball
coach that can
team
coach.
does. I think the baseball team does need a pitcher. So
Man. Troy,
I
what
mean,
about this Circle City Classic though?
he can come across the track and pitch too if he want to, because we lost
I
one.
was just about to get to that, and I want to make sure I give the proper credit that is due. Mr. Charles Mark put me up on game. So for those who don't know, the Circle City Classic has had a change in format, right? So the change in format is no longer the HBCU game that's around the events, but they do still have an HBCU component, right? So there is the flag football game, and from my understanding, I want to make sure I get this right. Come on, I want to make sure I get this right.
Mix and match.
In Indianapolis, they kind of have the same situation that we have here in the Bay Area, where you got coaches that can go get players because they not public school, if you will. So they kind of have some of the same situations, but the flag football game, I want to make sure I get this correct. The flag football game is going to be Pike versus Warren Central. And then West Side, I'm sorry. I want to make sure I get that right. Pike versus Warren Central. Now, Mr. Mark can correct me on this. But, again, these are historically, the townships and the IPS are two different things. I wish Mr. Mark was on here to try and make sure I'm not messing this up. But you have a situation where you have public schools versus township schools. Oh, there go Dave. Versus township schools. That is, again, as it relates to how I understand it, you got the townships that got money that can get these recruited players, and then you got the public schools who are lacking in resources because, you know, them people in office like to take resources away from public schools now.
We're talking about Indianapolis, right?
Oh, here we go. There go Mr. Martin.
We're talking about the city of Indianapolis.
Hold on. It's Indiana. Okay, so
yeah,
Pike versus
Indianapolis.
6A football.
Yeah, but if you ever want to see that on full display, look at the high school in Fishers, Indiana. That is a public high school. Just go look at it. That is a public high school in Fishers, Indiana. But everybody that's in that area can't go to that high school, but it's public.
Okay, and then Tax versus Tech. That's the IPS girls flag football team, and I got my glasses on, but when we put it on StreamYard, it gets smaller. So I'm using it off my other screen here.
You need the I got you, Troy. I'll pull it up.
But again, the HBCU component that still remains is the band competition. And Mr. Martin did point out that some of the band competitions or some of the bands that are in the area are DCI oriented. Mr. Martin, I want you to know there are 2 DCI programs that still have some links to HBCUs. One of them is, I think they're still the Concord Blue Devils. That's one. And the other one is the Bergen County Cadets. I hope I'm not buffering.
You're good, Troy. You're good.
Okay. But again, the reason that this is important. There we go. So the reason that this is important is because this was once one of the premier HBCU events that we kind of sort of lost. But they are still hanging on to their heritage with having Talladega College, Kentucky State, and Miles College bands there. So we can hold our hope that the game comes back as an HBCU component. I understand it's a little difficult in this world we in now. Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's a little difficult in the world we in now. So, but I'm hopeful that it comes back. And again, we're going to monitor it. I'm going to try and see if any of the games are streamed. Mr. Martin, if the games are streamed, let me know. And I'll try and watch the games because I'm very interested to see how this works.
It's an interesting construct of what happened to that classic, man. And it boils down to the lack of participation of folks going to the games, but it's also about the teams that were inviting, man. That's part of the issue too.
I mean,
the last couple of years, they weren't inviting teams that were traveling. I'll put it to you that way.
You being nice, Dave. It was buns.
Bro, they had, what was one of them? It was Morgan. The last one was Morgan State and Miles, and I like picking on Morgan because they're an easy target for me. But like, they're not gonna bring people there, man.
Like, didn't they have Valley up there one year?
They had Valley going up against the school down the road, and like the school down the road don't be traveling. They don't be traveling like that.
But so, it's fair to say that there's only like a handful of teams that you can get that can potentially draw people.
Well, I mean, but also it's also about like advertising the game and also promoting the game, and that comes from all sides of the spectrum. But it is hard when you see some of the matches that he had the last couple of years. It makes it difficult. A&T's played in that game in the past.
Like, who did we play when we went up there, Keith?
You're mute. I can't hear you.
I can't hear him either.
You out here breaking stuff, Keith. You're definitely on mute. I see the mute button. You're on mute.
Here we go. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe we played Grambling up there before, but then you got like a decent history at that classic where they played there 3 or 4 times. So it's not a game that they're unfamiliar with, but I'm with you, Dave. I think it's one of those problems where part of it is the breakup of the MEAC, because it was kind of one of those, you could throw an MEAC team and a SWAC team in there, and you could almost get that MEAC SWAC challenge before the MEAC SWAC challenge was in its infancy. Mm-hmm. But you could also throw a FAMU and another MEAC team in there that was in that region and get a decent turnout. And I think you missed some of that when you lost the ability to draw those teams there. So, like I said, a lot of it's just you provided a crappy selection of games.
Well, I mean, right now you got Chicago State. Chicago is 2 hours away from City Center in Indianapolis.
But can they pull people?
That's what I'm saying. It's a 2-hour ride.
No, but that's the thing, right? Like they're about to have their inaugural season. We have no idea what that base is going to be and how that's going to go for them. Now, you know, they're not an HBCU, to be clear, but they're a majority black institution. Big majority black institution. We got one of those up in the Boston area too. But like you don't know what that's going to pull, but they are the only Division I program in the Chicago metro area. So that gotta stand for something, right?
The only public one. I mean, we gotta count Northwestern.
Fair enough. Yeah, but I mean, they look, man. It costs $110,000 to go to that school. Like,
He's not wrong.
Fair enough, huh? Yeah, I mean, so like when you're like you're not the only show in town, but you're probably the only affordable one in town. Then you kind of can make some moves, but we'll see. But we don't have a clue what it's gonna look like. No clue.
I'm gonna be the bad guy, right? I'm gonna be the bad guy.
You normally are.
You have to pick.
Right.
Like we act like this whole college sports thing isn't business. You have to be about business, and you have to get the best possible matchups that travel to that region. And so you're going to include Jackson State. I don't know about Tennessee State.
But you got to be able to pay these teams to go up there.
Yeah.
And part of the reason why they're not getting those teams is because A&T ain't going there for crumbs. Jackson ain't going up there for crumbs. FAMU ain't going up there for crumbs.
No, we ain't going up there for crumbs. You better pay.
We're not going up there for crumbs.
Especially when you want the band and you want all the bells and whistles, all that shit count.
And I'm going to speak from my alma mater. Like A&T's kind of gotten out of the classic business. Like they don't really do the classics like that. Like they're doing Aggie Eagle every 5 years. Like the next year, the Aggie Eagle class is going to be in Charlotte, right? And you know, we own the contract for this one. The last time in 2022, the other school owned the contract, but we owned it for this one. And when the other school owned the contract, we were $500K in the clear. Like after all expenses, we walked away with a little over $500,000. They're going to expect to walk away with more than that this next go round. So like, you know, you're going to have to pay a lot. Just like folks didn't, I think I've said this in the past, but I'll say it again. When Jackson left the Southern Heritage Classic, they called us. And we told them what it was going to cost to get us there. And they were like, thanks, but no thanks. And that's why we ended up just doing a home and home with Tennessee State. That's how that kind of came to be. They called us first.
Yeah. But also, like, there has to be that partnership. Like, if you're going to bring those schools that are not regional, you know, draws. Like, FAMU, they draw, but it's not a draw in a region where there aren't a lot of FAMU alumni a lot of times. Like, you'll have alumni that'll travel up there, but it's not going to consistently be, you can bring FAMU up there every year and we're going to go that far because I got too many options. And
I don't know, Keith. We got a big alumni base in Chicago.
We do, but are they going to go to Indianapolis every year? Are they going to get tired?
It's a 2-hour ride. That's what I'm saying. So like,
yeah,
Mike said it. If for something like that, you need teams that are within 5 hours. When I lived in Indianapolis, I would drive to Chicago on the weekends because I need to be around black people and I need to be.
But
it's
but
a
also
2-hour ride, and you don't feel it. It's like driving from Tallahassee to Jacksonville, but it's not I-10.
But the thing is, so if it's 2 hours from the Chi, right? You can get a straight flight to the Chi and just hop in the car and go. Like it ain't like I go to a video game tournament in the Chi every year. It's a nonstop flight. It's a nonstop flight, and I go. like if it's easy to go in and out somewhere, traveling for a school for our institutions that travel to these games, that's not a big deal because they got money, man.
Right. So even if you drive the 2 hours to the game, go to the game, and then go back to Chicago and finish your weekend.
Hotel prices would probably be cheaper.
And no, the hotel price is not bad in Indianapolis. You just don't. It's nothing there. They don't outside of the Colts. They don't have outside of the Colts and the Pacers. They don't have a baseball team, and the violence is horrible. When I lived in Indianapolis, they dethroned Chicago for murder capital in the country. So you just don't.
They have a minor league baseball team. They don't make it.
Yeah, they have a minor league baseball team, and when I say that facility is small, Keith, it is small.
Well, it's minor league.
It's so small that they turned half of their park into apartments. You can rent an apartment and watch the game from your apartment.
Yeah,
Rhode Island used to have a minor league team. They had the Paul sauce. Now they made national news because when they lost the team, they ended up messing around and getting the new soccer stadium, soccer stadium, and now it looks like Kawhi Leonard's all caught up in that mess because he was out here doing stuff with Rhode Island FC.
Man, Kawhi Leonard is out here like he a damn mob boss, ain't he?
Dog, he's like, I want your money, but I ain't promoting the damn thing.
I ain't promoting
your
fuck thing.
Give me all your money.
And you, LA Clippers, I need some more money, but y'all can't pay me. So go ahead and sign me to this little company over here and cut me my check.
Yo, man.
This man is moving like a mob.
I wish I was a hustler like him, man. That man said, you're going to pay me to do absolutely nothing.
You know,
and all in the name of affordable housing in the state of Rhode Island.
But here's the thing, though. When you talk about the classics, guess what? Guess what the main thing is? We don't got to deal with the middleman of the class.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make a risk. There is something to be said about janky promoters, right? And that's part of your problem.
100 black men of Atlanta. We talking about you.
I was going there.
Oh, I was going to talk about Fred Jones in Memphis.
Him too.
We know what the numbers take, and we are no longer in the era of hook a brother up. No, fuck you, pay me, cut the check. That's the era we in.
And SA, no, I'm talking about Indianapolis. Gary doesn't even have a functioning school anymore. So all of the people that lived in Gary have not moved to the city of Indianapolis. That's what's going on up there.
And like I said, I hope this does well so that they can build up reserves to try and make another run at a HBCU. But again, how well can you do when you have high school games and your small mid-major HBCU bands?
I don't think that's I don't think that's their goal. I think they've made the decision that they're not going to be trying to do these games anymore.
Right. Or just honestly, if you're going to keep the Circle City Classic, keep it in name, but they've made a pivot. Like, stick with the pivot. Like, honestly, if you can bring in other teams into that area, you host the Big Ten championship. You don't think some of these other schools aren't going to come to play in that stadium, in that place? Because unfortunately, we're not the only people stupid enough to tell you exposure is everything. Like, we're not the only people that sit up there and say, oh, oh, it's exposure, and not just look at a dollar sign. Like, I don't think that's the only place it can happen. I think when you look at a situation like a Northern Illinois, where, in some of those schools like that are kind of playing way out in BFE conference-wise, but you can come to a place like Indianapolis and maybe get a deal. I think that's something that's appealing. How many times did FSU come to Orlando in the 90s to play football games because football teams flat out said, we are not coming to Tallahassee? There's a reason why Florida State may never play University of Southern California again, because they came to Tallahassee one time and said, we'll never do this again. Like, it's too out of the way. So I think it's just to make a full pivot, or you just say, hey, this is what it is, and you turn it into something different.
Oh yeah, Mr. Martin is in the chat group. He'll tell you, like, the violence. I was there from 2020 to the end of 21, so I was there like right at a year and some change. It was pretty bad up there. It was bad. Like, the violence had gotten to the point where they were talking about installing gunshot detectors. It was bad.
These are things that we have to. These are all the things that people have to look at when they start talking about Classic and the things that go on around Classic. But there was, well, you know what? Let's go to commercial real quick. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about these people who, man, they just rapping to be rapping. They just out here rapping for these freaks. They're not trying to support your school. We'll be back after this commercial.
Have you had a chance to renew your season tickets yet?
Well, your support means a great deal to us.
No pressure, but we would love to have you renew them.
Or if you want to call the box office, it's 850-599-3141.
Thank you again for supporting FAMU football. Go Rattlers.
Another ticket sold.
This is your invitation to the moment. The Divine Nine, the bands, the parties, the performances, creating memories with your people. So pull up to the 2026 Orange Blossom Classic. It just hits different. Labor Day weekend, Miami Gardens, Florida. It's the culture, the connection, the pride. One weekend, one experience, one big community. Get your tickets now at orangeblossomclassic.com.
Welcome back. We have Dave over here from, I ain't gonna say the light skinned Miak show. I'm not gonna do that.
No, well, cause I'm not light skinned to start there. let's be clear.
Wow.
I'm not like this. Look, I'm not.
No, it's not you. It's him calling it the light skin me.
No, I look, man. Most of the folks on the show ain't like the only one it is the host. You want to keep it a bean.
Yeah. So
I slander him all the time because of this. And he went to that other school. That doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, because he got on the podcast one night and said that he ain't that light skinned. I'm like,
that's a line of shame.
So
that's a line of shame, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why it's the light skinned BX show. But listen, Dave, a couple weeks ago, I think last week, we talked about how to prepare for homecoming. We talked about how you get your hotel room and then you watch the hotel rooms because people cancel and the rates go down. Maybe not so much in your neck of the woods, but in our neck of the woods, it happens, right? I have had a hotel room for your homecoming for the last 2 years, just in case I go, right? But every year around this time, I'm seeing the same complaints around G-Home. And the complaint is I can't get a ticket to homecoming. But correct me if I'm wrong, if you buy the season tickets, you get the homecoming game, but the homecoming game tickets on the gray market is almost double the price of the season tickets.
I say this every year, sir.
Thank you. Buy the season tickets.
It's not hard math.
It is not.
And let me be clear when I say, and to put it in perspective, we got some of the most reasonable prices for season tickets that you could have. I've been kind of begging for them to increase the cost. Like
honestly, I think a lot of our schools do, but for some reason,
nah, dog. Like, listen, bro. Like every other year we get Aggie Eagle.
No hell.
And then we got G-Ho. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer at this point. Season tickets for a reserve seat is $235.
Ain't bad at all.
Typically get five games, $235. And I've seen some of the prices for them G-Ho tickets costing like $500-$600 just for that one game. And so, I went to Bama State's homecoming 2 years ago, and my ticket was $200 for just that one game.
Woo!
$200. Had some good seats. It was $200. So I say all that to say, when I hear other A&T alums telling me that no, we don't need to increase rates, I disagree. Season ticket wise,
to go up a little bit.
Up a little bit. I think the freaking game should be $100 minimum for general admission. Just G-Ho alone.
For home, yeah, okay.
G-Ho alone should be.
I got you. All right, I'm saying
now it's only like 50, man. Like we could double that rate immediately.
They still gonna pay it, so yeah.
They'll pay it. I'm telling you, bro. So this year A&T sold over 7,000 season tickets, which is a record for us. We never sold that much during the Celebration Bowl. We didn't break 4K during our Celebration Bowl run, so we've almost doubled it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta make your money. Because let me tell you something right now. These hotels are making their money.
Mm-hmm.
The rates are like $800 a night at some of the hotels in the area, if you can find a room. There's promoters that have gotten room blocks, and the deal was, and I'll never forget, this was hilarious. I called about the room block. They were like, it's $320 a night, and you have to pay it all in full, and there's no refunds. Yes, sir. And they booked it. Folks booked it. I did not book it, but folks booked it. You got to go all the way out to Winston-Salem to get a room for maybe $300 a night if you're lucky. And that would be cheap. Yeah, like it's it's silly business. I've had a season ticket for a long. I can't keep track how long I've had a season ticket for that school because it's a no-brainer. Until you give me a reason to not get one, I don't know why you don't. They're like, well, I don't go to all the games. Well, Jesus Christ, man! Like if you catch one, you made enough.
If you go to homecoming, then you think it has paid for itself.
Yeah, like you worried about the thing is you're worried about what each game costs versus what the game that you want to go to is really worth. You're already paying at a discounted rate.
Yep.
It's already a discounted rate. Like I'm gonna get in trouble. I've already seen folks seeing like former football players. I ain't got no tickets to the game. I'm like, well, dog, you could have got season tickets too.
Yeah.
You made a choice.
So the season tickets sold out as well?
Well, so after August 2nd, they turn off the season tickets, and then it's single game tickets. So going into August 3rd, which is when the tickets went on sale, there was about 5,000 left. But you got to save some for the students. All the students don't get tickets to homecoming. Only 6,000 of them do. Between 5,000 and 6,000.
What?
All the students don't get tickets. So you know what some of them students going to do? You're going to end up paying the $235 that you could have paid in the first place, maybe more if you really want to go to that game. But the students' allocation hasn't been given out yet. So the students got to pay. The band, the precious band that we got to have at the games, they're taking seats. They're taking more seats than others.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we give a little bit to the visitors, but I heard a funny story about Elon. They didn't take too many of the tickets. They didn't think they could sell them. Tell you how out of touch they are.
Elon?
Mm-hmm. Which they would have been able to sell them because the smart Aggies would have went to them first
and bought the tickets from them.
Yep.
Yeah, especially this late in the game. Yeah, you go to the visiting team and buy the ticket.
And I said this on August 2nd. I said this a month, like the first week when season tickets went on sale to the public. I said, if you want your ticket to GHO, you better get it now. We broke the record then. We just kept adding on to the record between then and August 2nd. So, and I'm gonna be honest, I think, and I don't know if they're gonna do it, but I think next year is gonna be a requirement to go to GHO if you want a ticket.
Yeah, you have to buy the season ticket.
You got to buy a season ticket.
Yeah.
And it should be that way. Just to let's put some perspective on everything, right? I picked a decent seat at Doak Campbell Stadium. $500 with a required $3,000 or $3,500 donation.
Your school ain't even that good for all that.
Hey, man.
And I'll say this too. So the way A&T does it, if you are a donor to the AAF, you get priority period for the season tickets, which means you get the opportunity to keep the seats that you had and add more if you want, depending on how much you give back to the athletic foundation. So a lot of times the good seats are gone. Like my seats, I got 50-yard line. I give to the AAF every year. Those seats aren't opening up for you guys. I regret to inform you. They're not opening up.
But they shouldn't, though.
They shouldn't. As long as I keep sending my money, it's not going to open up, right? And I looked at the chart. Most of the reserve seats on the whole side are gone. They're not available anymore. They're gone. So those seats, they're going to be told, hey, if you donate $100 to the AAF, you can hold your seats. And that's what people were going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to give to the AAF, pick a sport I'm going to give to, and hold my seat. And you get priority period for basketball. You get dibs at the CAA tournament. Like you get discounted rates at the CAA tournament for their basketball tournament. So you get a couple perks, and then they do events at certain places, and you get a chance to go to those events, type of mixers that they do. It ain't just the All-Star game. They do mixers at some of the other games when we go out of town, because we got Aggies all over the place. We got Aggies in New England. We got Aggies in New York, New Jersey. We play those schools up there. So they'll do some events up there when they came to Rhode Island. We played Rhode Island, they came to Rhode Island. They did something. So like we do stuff when we have folks up here. So, you know, like the alumni base is strong. I think we should be able to increase our ticket prices. Now I think they're probably going to finally do it. I think once they broke the record for season tickets in the first day when they went on sale, they realized, oh yeah, we got to up these rates. Yeah, I've only been saying it for a couple of years. You need to up the rates. Folks need to pay. Like there's 200,000 people expected at GHO. There's only 10,000 hotels in the city, guys. The demand is there. So you can charge what you need to charge. It's an economy booster for the city. It's like they bring in $50 million to the city. So we'll see. And I remember like 2 years ago when I was leaving the hotel, because I stay at the host hotel. I was leaving the hotel and I was talking to the manager of the Sheraton, and he was like, "Yeah, man, we got to get this Christian conference going, because after we left, there was a Christian conference happening at the hotel." And I was like, yeah, and maybe they'll bring y'all as much money as us. I was just joking. It's like, nah, no event in the year brings more money to the city than y'all's. None. And they charge reasonable rates because the school is it's the host hotel for the school. So like that's the cheapest rate you're gonna get in the city. It's like $215 a night. That's the cheapest rate you're gonna get.
That's reasonable.
That's dirt cheap.
But you can't get in there unless you're a Chancellor Circle member. You got to donate at least $2,500
So
to
if
get
you
the
want
link.
to, if you want to save money, you gotta donate money to the program. That makes sense.
They get first dibs, and then whatever is left, go. And honestly, I think they dropped the ball this year with regards to that because I heard that there were some donors that didn't get in, and they had rooms available to the public, which I think is BS. I'm a believer of you open all the rooms up, and if Chancellor Circle take them all, they take them all.
They take them all. Yeah.
Don't offer them to the general public because they were gone. Like those were gone in like 2 minutes once they opened it up for general public. So they were gone. So like those blocks were gone. So like that hotel sold out, and we got other partner hotels, but they're around $300 a night. So that's what you got. So we'll see. But I saw hotel rooms happening in Greensboro for like $800 a night.
See, we talked about a hotel room in Tallahassee that was going for like $8,000 a night.
That's nuts. I ain't paying that.
No. At that particular hotel, you shouldn't pay nothing over $25 a night.
What was going on?
Homecoming, but
I'm already crashed out.
It's one of them it's one of them by the hour hotels.
By the hour hotels.
So
I'll say this: when the hotels in the city knows what they're doing too, those rooms don't open up a year prior.
Nope,
they don't open up for the entire month.
Like they block out the whole month until the schedule get released.
Yep, they got like there was rumors of when GO was going to be this year, and A&T had to send out a letter saying no, we haven't announced the date yet. It's not accurate. Don't believe it. And then they blocked all the weekends. All the hotel chains did. Blocked them all off.
And then, but one of the things y'all have is communication. I mean, communication is different. Just between the organization and the athletic department. Like, I'm listening to what you're saying about the athletic fund, and I can just from working with the boosters, we ain't there. Like they used to be there, but they're not there anymore. But the other thing is, I mean, we also you don't have to deal with. I mean, you have it somewhere because you're in the research triangle, but we have to do it times 2 because heavens forbid if FAMU and FSU have a game on FAMU's homecoming, it's shot out. And the year when they both had homecoming, you didn't know Florida State had homecoming. It was just everybody came from FAMU. So it's like, and Tallahassee, when nobody's there, is 50,000 people even now. With all those students and everyone, I mean, just between the two football stadiums, it's 100,000 people watching football. So you add that times of people outside the stadium plus homecoming. You're talking about the city goes from a population of like 150, 120, 200,000 people to 500,000 to 700,000 people in that little behind city.
Yeah. I think, like I said, Gio, they're talking. Last year was 170,000 people there on the campus and near the vicinity of it. And this year they're saying it's going to be about 200K. And the wild thing is, and somebody was like, what's the perks of having a host hotel? I was like, you want to know what the biggest perk is? There's a shuttle that goes from the hotel to the campus, and it's police escort the whole way. They have no traffic on the way there.
Oh, so basically what you're saying is that if you really want to support the program, support the program.
Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty much what he's saying.
And that's the thing, right? So and it's more than just buying season tickets. But my thing about when you're complaining about the fact that the tickets are sold out, I can't go to GHO, it's GHO 100, I can't go, and you were told to buy these damn tickets, you decided not to buy the tickets, you decided to voluntarily go into the Hunger Games, that's not a me problem, that's a you problem.
That's a you problem.
And so for me, it's just I watched it and I watched it. Like I was just chilling. My tickets were already set. I already booked my hotel. I already got the flight booked. I already got my schedule's almost done. The only ticket I gotta go get is my bonfire tickets. And those go on sale on Monday. So like I'm done. I'm pretty much done. Like my schedule's locked. I'm working on an esports event with some folks that I'm trying to get done on Thursday. We're gonna see how that goes. Like, so I'm from all intents and purposes, I'm pretty much done. I might go to an alumni concert, but I probably won't, knowing me. But for me, I was just watching this in the sideline, and I'm like, why didn't you guys just buy season tickets you had until Sunday? And then you still doing the old school stuff, like you had the folks sitting in line at the ticket office. You know what I'm saying? 1 o'clock in the morning trying to get the ticket.
Man, no.
And that's what they were doing.
Ticket.
And some got it.
Just buy
some got
tickets,
it.
Bro.
Most didn't. Because you could have just went online to take care of it. Now they do leave some in the ticket office, but it wasn't many. So they went like that. Like it was. They reduced the limit on how many tickets you can buy from 6 to 4. So and it still went like that.
And it's also y'all's 100th homecoming, so I think that also matters. Like, that matters. That people, people across the HBCU landscape. That's one of the 3 homecomings that you want to go to. Like, I mean, not trying to be funny or facetious about it, but there's 3 homecomings that everybody routinely talks about: FAMU, GHO, Howard. Like, we know Jackson State's up there regionally. But those are the 3 where you just get in common culture and you start talking, and it's like those are one of the 3. Nobody goes.
I want to go to the Pound Puppies homecoming.
Jackson State is still a house also up there.
I don't know where y'all step shows are at. I was at the Coliseum, baby.
What, our step shows?
Yeah, I was at the Coliseum, the same Coliseum that does the ACC tournament. We packed that place out.
Our step shows are at the Lawson.
Yeah, they're in the basketball arena for us.
Yeah, everything is in the basketball. The last time they had it in the basketball arena, I was a student.
Yeah, but how big is our basketball arena?
20,000.
We hold about 5,000.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Coliseum.
No. The Coliseum holds about 20.
Yeah.
Right. So it would make sense
20.
If your basketball facility only holds 5 and you gonna pack it out, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense.
They made the decision to move. Well, back when I was at T, we only had I think we had 7,000, 8,000 students. They made the decision because the alumni wanted to be there too. So they made the decision. I remember this. They made the decision to go to the Coliseum. And then the first year people complained about it being off campus. And then they went back. They went back to Corbett, the Club Corbett. And then they was like, oh, we're too packed in here. So they went back to the Coliseum. It's been on the Coliseum since.
And it ain't never gonna be perfect because somebody always gonna be complaining about something.
Yep.
Nah, but the thing is, I think the city of Greensboro figured out, look, you guys have the concert there, it sells out. It makes sense to just do it there. Like, just have the step show there. And then once they started getting sponsorships and stuff like that, they always had a sponsorship for the step show. So it wasn't an issue with regards to that. So it was always promoted pretty well. And a lot of the step teams for us, man, we've won nationals. Like my chapter won Conclave. So we got some pretty good step teams at A&T. So it's a pretty big event. As of late, they've had to they had Greeks outside of A&T that's competed in it. But historically, it's typically them. It's a pretty big deal. I'm probably gonna go this year because my girlfriend's coming to home to GO for the first time. So we'll probably go to the step show just to show.
And to be clear, this goes for every fan base. Your season ticket ain't enough.
It ain't.
Your single game ticket ain't enough. You need to support the program. If there are still season tickets available for your school, you need to buy them. And yes, FAMU, I'll be calling the ticket office tomorrow to figure out this whole RV parking lot space.
You got your RV parking lot space?
We don't normally take an RV, but we're trying to figure out a place to podcast from, and it just seems easier just to buy a parking spot for the RV parking space.
Yeah, but I think to go back to GHO, it is GO 100 and demand is going to be higher, but this is last year the game sold out within the first hour. Year before that, the game sold out within the first hour. And it's a cultural event at this point. It's outgrown the city really, but that's a whole different discussion. The city do not have the capacity for this event at this point anymore. When we do security for the campus, we have police forces from 8 different towns that comes to help protect.
That's everywhere.
That's
a
yeah.
Florida classic as well, though. I mean, you literally have police officers from Daytona, like UCF police come down to Orlando over.
Like I got it was funny because like the thing is they park where like I'm a Sigma, so the Sigma plot was the Sigmas were the first ones on the yard, so our plot is away from the rest of fraternity and sorority row. So we're like away from that chaos, thank God, right? But like the police park all their cars there. So I would see them in the morning, and like we would see them in the morning while we're cooking breakfast, and they'll be like, "Look, man, we're not gonna mess with you when it comes to the drinks and all that stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, we're on the same page there," because it's just it's a big event, but they like Elon cops were there, like all over the freaking place. So it's kind of wild to see. But then you got to pay for that shit.
Respect, though.
Huh?
It's a mutual respect between the law enforcement and the university because they know what's up. It's like with us in Jackson, we have Hines County, you got JPD, you got Capital City Police, you got the wildlife and fishing and stuff like that. So they still are law enforcement. So we have those that's in place when it comes to our homecoming.
My man said they let y'all set fires in Greensboro. Look, man, the bonfire is big now, man. I remember when they first announced it a few years ago, and I was like, I don't know about this. And then I didn't go. And they were like, that junk was freaking crazy. That's all right, I'm going to go. But it's hard to get the damn tickets. Like, them joints start at like $75, go up to like $3. Yeah, them just ain't cheap.
Wow.
It's going to be
it's a fundraiser. Like for FAMU, it's just
it's not, but it's not a fundraiser because it's done by the party promoters. It's not on A&T's farm. It's done on the farm next door. Like the party economy is not a game either. Like the parties start Tuesday and it gets in full swing by Thursday. It's in full swing by Thursday.
Hey, EA, y'all done had a couple gas kind of. We done had a couple gas kind of sad deputies over there for homecoming. It happens. I remember that year. I think it was our homecoming. I've talked about it here before. I think Florida State played Clemson, and they had to go down to Alachua County and get them boys to come up here too. It was chaos.
And they don't mess with nobody because half of them some of their members are Greek anyway. So let's not even fake the funk. Like they couldn't take off. They know what's up. Like
I mean, honestly, if I was police, I'd probably sign up since I gotta work this weekend. I'll go.
Watch good old football game. See all the pretty ladies and stuff.
I'll go since I gotta work this weekend. Sure, I'll go. Give me a golf cart and 4-wheel.
Well, that's extra money in your pocket.
Exactly.
To put a bow on the G-Ho situation, I want to talk to my Aggie family. For those who did not get tickets to G-Ho, it's shameful and it's okay, but I'm here to let you know that there's some really good games on the docket this year for A&T football. We have a home opener against Morgan State, and there's not that many tickets left in the reserve section right now for that game. We got the University of Rhode Island is probably going to be top 10 team in the country. They're coming to Greensboro. You can come check that out. Hopefully, we won't get our ass kicked too bad. All right. And then you got, if you want to see a win, we got Chicago State. You know what I'm saying? We got Chicago State coming in since Norfolk State backed out. You know what I'm saying? Norfolk State backed out on us at the 11th hour. So we got Chicago State coming. And then I think New Hampshire's coming. And I believe then G-Ho, which you ain't gonna get tickets to, that's over. I think there's one more home game left. But yeah, there you go. You got options.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to score 60 on this year in the Aggie East Classic. Can y'all not get scored 60?
Look, man, let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to y'all, man. There was a point in the Aggie Classic where that school down the road didn't score a touchdown for 10 straight quarters. 10 straight quarters. It was like 99-0, and they finally scored a touchdown in the third quarter. Like, so I'm good. Ebbs and flows. Should have never got rid of Sam. It is what it is. Well, actually, we should have, but we just picked the wrong guy. We just picked the wrong guy. We just picked the wrong guy because we could have picked Gibbs there, and they decided to pick Brown. So.
We didn't listen. We didn't bring Dave on to take shots at the school.
No, you can take shots. Look, man. Look, bro. We're gonna have 16,000 students coming into the campus in the fall. We got other things working on over here.
You already put your 6 and 6 on wax.
75.
I'm sorry. You're 75 on wax.
75.
So we just gonna wait to watch this play out. And to be honest, I don't even think that was the craziest prediction.
Oh no.
The craziest prediction was the Tennessee State prediction.
No, not even that one. The Hampton position. No. Hampton ain't winning 6 games, ladies and gentlemen. They're not winning 6 games.
Neither of the HBCUs are in that conference are going to win more than 4 games.
I see a path for A&T. I don't see a path for Hampton, though. This is like the lightest CAA schedule that we've had. By far. Now, granted, we're playing Monmouth, we're playing New Hampshire, we're playing Rhode Island. Those all 3 teams are going to be playoff teams. But we're also playing Campbell, we're playing Albany. Those are winnable games in the conference. We get Elon. We play Elon during GHO. That's a winnable game because it's going to be GHO. It's not like Elon used to come for home openers. They ain't used to what they're going to see for this. Like, it's going to be a different type of environment. So I'm not going to take that out of the question. We play Morgan. That's a winnable game. We play Chicago State. We should beat them. Like, it's not as far-fetched as what I said. We won 2 conference games with the turmoil that team had last year. The previous coach couldn't win any in 2 years, and we won 2. Like we're closer than what folks realize. We got some pretty good talent on the roster.
Well,
and Gibbs can coach.
So listen, I'm gonna keep saying this, and I like Banks. He's from Tampa. I like Banks. If they don't get it together with the talent they got in the quarterback room this year, I want to hear it.
If they lose to us in Greensboro, the panic is going to be real. Yeah. But it won't matter because I think Damon Wilson's safer than what you realize.
I don't think they're going to get rid of him.
Because, listen, man, Morgan is unserious. They just want to, they're just happy to be there. And I've told Banks this. They just happy to be there.
A little louder for the people in the back.
Jesus, Marlo.
They happy to be there. They just happy to be there. How many Division I wins did Morgan have last year?
I think 2.
2? What 2?
I don't know. 1.
No, bro, it was 1?
1.
No, shit.
1.
Oh,
where's
shit.
the 2? Who's the 2?
Shit.
Who's the 2?
I thought it was 2. My fault.
No. Who's the 2? 1. And it was against a team that didn't win any. It was Norfolk. 1. Any other questions?
This
is why it's wild to me when I'm hearing you guys. Like, nobody gives us a chance against Morgan. It is wild to me when I hear this. It is wild to me.
Who cares about Morgan State?
No, because the thing is, like, here's my thing. Here's the thing that's wild to me. Last season, we were literally 2 plays away from starting 3-0 in the conference.
Damn, it really was 1. That is crazy.
Like, we were literally 2 plays away from starting in the conference 3-0. 3 plays away from starting the season 4-2. 3 plays. 3 plays. Like, guys, we're a little closer than y'all giving us credit for. Y'all looking at that record, but
No. I would give A&T way more credit than I give Morgan State. I just didn't realize them motherfuckers only won.
I will say the bottom of the season fell pretty heavy after the Campbell win. It fell bad. We were also playing some pretty damn good teams too, but it fell pretty harshly. It fell pretty bad. But it fell bad. I will be the first to admit that. But that being said, we're not as far as folks keep saying that we are. And now Gibbs got an opportunity to clean up the roster. You got to get a full-year recruiting. We're not as bad as what people are claiming that we're going to be. We're in a tough conference. I'm not going to deny that. Like Rhode Island's probably going to go undefeated again in the conference. Monmouth is probably going to go to the playoffs as well. So we're playing both of those teams. And New Hampshire's the wild card to make the playoffs too. So we're playing 3 potential playoff teams, but the other 5 games in the conference are pretty winnable.
Wow.
Little baby, no. Norfolk State cannot beat Morgan State.
No.
No. I ain't gonna say that.
Hey,
mentioning that. You mentioned Norfolk State, Delaware State, and Philadelphia, part 2.
It's gonna be a nice one.
It's gonna be a pretty good game. I think Delaware State gonna take a step back this year too. So I think it's gonna be a pretty good game.
I don't think State takes a step back.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
You think they're gonna play second in the MEAC again? I don't.
I think they do. I think they will.
Delaware State hazes.
I mean, look, we know who his coach is. We know they haze. There's not a question about that.
The number is 888. Do not haze.
Look, man, I want Delaware State to be good, but I'm selfish. Like I want to see the school down the road in 3rd or 4th place in the conference. I want to see things like that. So I'm selfish. I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. Nobody's being South Carolina State, but that's what that's like a.
We never said
that. They're always good for pull. They always good for pull their pocket.
Nobody's beating them boys.
I don't know why.
Nobody in the MEAC. I'll say that. Nobody in the MEAC.
But we said that last year,
bro. Let me
themselves in the foot at least once.
Outside of the conference, but I look at this schedule. Like I think the toughest game is probably the SoCon game. That's it. I think Wofford they're playing. They're playing Wofford. That's probably the toughest game they're gonna have.
The toughest game they're gonna have is in Miami. You heard it here first. It's Miami.
What y'all got to play for by then, man? No.
What do y'all keep talking about?
It's the second game of the season.
Why we keep doing this?
Honestly, y'all should treat this season as a mulligan, and then just
that's not the only way. You don't get a mulligan.
You don't get no.
The standard
he still got to win games.
It is listen. There was another coach that had a mulligan season.
He ain't there no more.
And went to beat ass.
All I know is this. It's South Carolina State's conference to lose there. I don't think it's going to be close. The problem is the school that gives them the biggest threat. The game's in Orangeburg, and that's a house of horrors for that school. So it's going to be tough with regards to that.
Both of the second best teams in the MEAC go to Orangeburg.
Yeah, so they're going to run away with this. Like unless they have as many injuries as the Carolina Panthers, they're going to run away with this. Okay, they're going to run away with this.
Shit.
They're going to run.
Hope that's not the case.
And I don't wish injuries on anybody, but they're going to run away with this.
Yeah, we gonna hope that's not the case.
I'm hoping they fly to Florida both times, because otherwise that's a long bus ride.
It is.
Yeah. So So now with regards to, but going back to Norfolk, so we're talking about Norfolk and Delaware State. Look, man, the things I've been hearing that's happening in Norfolk, Virginia.
It can't get better. We saw it on reality TV. Like, this is not
a
1 year fix.
I ain't watching that. I'm sorry.
The
only way I would have watched it is I would have watched the episode when we would have played them, but then they decided not to play us anymore. So I ain't got no reason to watch it, to be honest with you.
Dave, I only watched that because I was like, wait, they ain't got no wins. What's going on? And they actually let you see everything behind the scenes.
Was he at work? Was he at work? Was he there? Are you walking away from this? You're gonna walk away from this one? I'm just asking questions for the audience. I'm just asking questions. Oh goodness!
Who we talking about?
Do you let me know how far you want to go with this before you tell me it's time to go?
Look. I don't know which one you talking about. Who didn't show up to work? Because there's a lot of people who don't show up.
There's a lot of them that don't show up to work.
Listen.
I'm only trying to. And listen, hold on before we go down this road. I ain't got my media credentials yet.
All right,
Everybody
fine.
relax.
So let's talk about the next story. Y'all gonna have a blast with this. So the MEAC commissioner got a 5-year extension.
I know. Like that's called. They could have just gave me free money if they wanted to.
All I know is this. I'm just sitting here in the CAA chilling, watching this unfold.
Them
Hey, again, I said it, but I said it when we were backstage. The more that craziness goes on in the MEAC, the more it makes sense why we left. Why y'all left? Why Hampton left? Why Thune left? The more that shit go on, all those schools leaving, you go damn.
The reason why FAMU and Bethune don't get the same heat as us about leaving is because of the conference that we decided to go
went to the
when
SWAC. No, correct, but no. I'm not knocking that, but my point still stands that at some point our collective institutions say, "Oh fuck no," and got the hell on for whatever the reason may be.
When we said the F no, we were saying that back in 2014. We were starting to look for our just graduate back in 2014, man.
Mm-hmm.
Before our Celebration Bowl game was even played, just so happened to won 4 out of the first 5 on the way out the door. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you guys about this. Like we were already looking. Like Hampton was already gone. Campbell left in 2018, but we were already on our way out. We were already trying to figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean,
because it was too much. There was too many things that were going on during that period, and nothing's changed.
And it's very unserious, and it's not going to. They just gave her a 5-year extension.
Now to be fair to Commissioner Stills, I'm gonna be fair to her. I understand who her bosses are. Some of this is on them too.
A lot.
True. A lot of
most of it is on them.
Most of it is on them.
So like I know like she's gonna be like the target. It's kind of like how y'all made Earl the target a lot of times. I'm already because of what he looks like, but like folks make. Not y'all, but there's some folks who have. But like,
don't do that.
Because I can tell you what, our decision to move the conference didn't have nothing to do with him. He was the one that said we probably just stay because he knew what it would take.
Look, my favorite Zach, AD is a boot skin.
Yeah, so Zach,
wait, yo, wait. What you saying, Keith?
My favorite AD, my favorite athletic director is a boot skin, and he is cutthroat too.
Oh, I got you. Okay,
his name is Jeremy Foley.
I don't know
the University of Florida, and
I heard you say something completely different. My brain heard something completely different. Jeremy Foley was a gangster, and a lot of people don't know that.
So this comment here, like, here's my thing. Like, you have to look at the schools that are remaining in that conference, right? So the MEAC has 8 teams. 2 of them don't play football.
None of them play baseball.
Well, no, they play baseball. They're just not in the conference.
The MEAC dropped baseball in the 80s.
No, they didn't. They dropped baseball when the school down the road had to dissolve it, and that's when they had to drop baseball.
Because South Carolina State was one of the schools.
They dropped it. Once they had the exodus. Yeah. Once the MEAC had the exodus, and then the school down the road had to dissolve their baseball team. That's when they had to drop baseball. But the remaining baseball teams play in the NEC. Mm-hmm. Like Norfolk, Dell State, they play their baseball in the NEC. They play a couple sports in the NEC actually. But Howard plays a decent chunk of their sports in other conferences that's not in the MEAC.
Yeah, they're in the SWAC.
They're still in the SWAC. I thought they left the SWAC. They joined the.
I thought they were still in the SWAC for
no. They won a SWAC championship. No, they played their soccer. I thought in another conference. I thought NEC. I think. NEC. Yeah, it's an NEC. But the thing is, like, Howard can just wait this shit out. They can wait. Like, they can just chill. It's everybody else you got to worry about. But but they can chill out and wait this thing out. And then if it does crumble, then you can move on. But I think they're gonna stick around, man. I want to believe that at some point something's gonna give and they're gonna figure this out. And they're comfortable with just having 8 teams in the conference. They're comfortable with it. Because they're legitimately comfortable with having just 8 teams in the conference.
Because they get a larger piece of the pie.
That is correct.
That's the money. Like and that's part of the thing where the argument against expansion is if you expand, then you have to get more money. Because I think we saw Chicago State.
Hey man, get somebody to get Doug out the chat, man. Somebody get Doug out the chat.
They're not gonna send y'all back.
Somebody get Doug out the chat, man.
They're not gonna send Fan back. That ain't happening.
Listen.
Man, Doug would be so goddamn bored if we left.
It don't matter because when I go down to their stadium, make sure they let me bring my footstool. I like to be comfortable.
They gonna have your footstool ready. When they beat us for their homecoming, then I leave Doug the hell alone. And until that happens, Doug.
I'm sorry for the crash out, y'all, but Doug can start with me.
Hey, the only reason why you want that regular school down the road to stay is because y'all beat them. That's the only reason why you want them to stay.
All right, I gotta make my exit, ladies and gentlemen, but appreciate it.
All right, man. Thank you for coming, man.
Support your institutions, guys. Just for those in the chat, y'all do, but y'all need to support your institution. Otherwise, they're gonna make decisions that y'all don't like.
That's for the people in the back. That's for the people
in Florida. We need you to vote. Like,
exactly.
I'm sorry.
No. Be clear. Be clear. Everybody needs to vote.
Everybody needs to vote.
Wait. No. You have to be more specific. You need to vote for people that are going to support your interests. Telling people to vote ain't enough.
Nope.
The difference is one side tells people to vote. The other people says vote, and here you go. This is who you vote for.
Yep. Yeah. So if y'all want better for your institutions in Florida, y'all gotta vote. Look at that Jolly Graham ticket and send them people $25 so they can fight. Thank you.
Y'all have a good
one.
No
equal time on this network.
Appreciate it, Dave.
All right, y'all have a good one, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Man, Marshall Faulk's not comfortable in the SWAC. It's rough in the SWAC. What y'all do to Marshall?
Did Dave leave?
Yeah.
Fuck A&T. I hate that school. I didn't want to say it when he was on there, but I hate Greensboro.
Yeah, I mean, those Marshall Faulk comments. I honestly heard it and I was like, I don't think that's what he meant. And I went back and listened to it again. I was like, yeah, that's exactly what he meant.
You don't feel
and my question to that is, what did you think it was gonna be? You're a head coach now. You're no longer a position coach. You are no longer a coordinator. All of this is on you. It comes off as those people that go, when I make team lead or when I make supervisor, we gonna do this, that, and the third, but they have no idea what goes into doing that position until they get there. And then it's like, well, I then they start stuttering. So I don't think he's gonna be that long. And it's mainly because I don't think he technically wants to be a head coach. I don't think he likes, as of right now, he could change his mind. I don't think he likes what all goes into being a head coach.
I don't think he likes being, like you say, he don't like being a head coach, but making the difficult decision as a head coach.
Correct. So
as a position coach, you can make a decision, but it's not your final. You know what I'm saying? It's not your final.
You get recommendations as a position coach, and then you go away. So he, even if Southern doesn't work out for him, he is most definitely going to be on somebody's coaching staff, but it just won't be in probably not maybe a OC, maybe an offensive coordinator capacity at some point. But yeah, I don't think he like being the head coach right now. It is not fun for him right now.
His biggest problem is he really hasn't understood what it is to be a head football coach at an HBCU.
Correct.
I think that is,
and what all that entails.
Correct.
And you have to really want to be a leader of urban men. The key word being urban.
Yeah, urban.
Like if he was at a PW, there's a lot more mentoring that's involved when you coaching somebody that look like you, to coach them up to be great. And I don't think he understands that. That's why he makes statements like he does.
Imposter syndrome. He's going through imposter syndrome.
No, we're not gonna say imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is rooted in white supremacy, and I had that conversation on the closing arguments for another day. I don't think because he is supposed to be there. He is very much Marshall Faulk. I think he doesn't, and I'm saying this because I don't know him, so everybody take what I'm saying, of course, with a gallon of water. If you don't have the personality and if you don't have the bandwidth and the strength to be like, hey, I'm gonna make this decision, even if it fails, I'm still gonna stick by my decision because this is the information I'm working on. Versus, I don't want nobody to be mad at me if this shit goes to shit. Does that make sense?
I think some of it's also his first time as a head coach, though. Like, and this is to me, this is the biggest argument against you, a celebrity coach, and we just give you the job sight unseen. Like Trent Dilfer, like we've seen this where very seldom does it work. And even your most notable D1 college coaches at the highest level, most of them were squares. Like the dude that Troy probably wants to be the next head coach of Florida State never played college football. Kenny Dillingham never really played college football. And I think that's one of the things you start realizing.
Don't want him. Hold on, wait, whoa.
But I'm just throwing him out there, Troy. But I'm just saying most college football coaches are squares. Dabo Swinney, square. Nick Saban was a square. Like they weren't the superstar athlete, prime time, the best dude on the field, but they knew the game. So
they were students of the game. I mean, but you have to be. I think that's part of the not necessarily ring job requirements, but part of the requirements. You still have to have been a student of the game at some point. And a lot of times, your star athletes were not students of the game. They were really good at it.
And I'm not saying he's not a student of the game. I'm sure Marshall knows the game. It's that hard part from where everybody's been the best player on the team, but you go from being the best player of the team to now you got a coach. That's hard.
Yep.
But like he has he has information that he can tap into to be a better coach. Yeah. You just have to have that ability to tap into it because I'm sure you can build your coaching staff the way you want to as a celebrity coach. You can bring in people who are tried and true in HBCU football to turn the program around. You just gotta have the fortitude to do that and know you're not up to speed on where you need to be to make your team successful. And then you come out and you say some of the uninspiring things as a head coach that as a AD, I'd be like, wait a minute, bro. You sure you talking about this school? I just can't. You got to do better.
Sounds like his confidence shook already. And he ain't played his first game. Like how you gonna roll against the G-man? Hell, how you gonna run against Jackson State and you already shook? Like that can't happen because HBCU sports, like it's different. Like I've never felt more uncomfortable than I felt at a boot skin football game. But I've never had more fun and the people like talk more trash to me at an HBCU game. It's just different.
It is. I don't know. I'm gonna wish him all the best. Kind of, sort of.
I put it like this.
I said kind of, sort of.
but I'm gonna put it like this with Marshall Faulk and the way you see him, how as far as with the media and stuff like that. Of course, he's gonna be media trained, but at the end of the day, this is a big. This is the pride in the room. That and if you really think about it, this is not his team. His Tony Clayton that wanted him there. Tony Clayton has all the has the last face on who's there, who ain't. So
if you have your chair, please scan it now.
Yeah, he looks. I'm with EA though. He looks uncomfortable. Like one thing we all are taught in school about body language, and it's like crossed arms are bad, open arms are normally good. He seems. I said this just looking at him, me personally, and I'm waiting on to see if Troy is, good to get back. Looking at his body language, he gives me a lot of Colsey.
Just
look at the body language. Like
you know what? I couldn't put my finger on it, and that is what it is. Because I hated watching Colsey interviews.
And you know what? The crazy thing, James Colsey knows football. There's nothing you will never ever tell me to say he didn't know football.
No, he definitely knows football. He just did not need to be a head coach.
He's the difference of James Colsey was an effing amazing athlete at the Florida State University. He probably had not injuries, some other things happened, would have been a pretty solid pro athlete. But I think it was that part of going from being like, yo, I'm exceptional at this, to now I got to show you how to be as good as I was in my time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where the drop off was, because he could break down film. He could tell you where to be. He could tell you kind of what went wrong, what went right. But then when it came game time, I was like, bro, what the heck?
What are you doing?
Faulk is giving me that.
You know better than this. Why are we making these calls? What is going on? That wasn't even coming.
Like when Mike Martz's coming this early, and if he had come in and taken like a consultant job, like what Dion had, like Dion built a hell of a staff. Like we can't ignore it. He built a staff full of NFL people who knew the freaking game at Jackson State. Like if he had built that at Southern, I'd be a whole lot different. But right now I'm like, and Jackson State just got that quarterback out of Texas. That boy sound like he might be cold.
He does have one good coach. Like I said, that offensive line coach, I like him a lot.
Right.
NFL experience. But that's it. That's it.
Yeah, that interview was not. He didn't seem charismatic. Like we were 20. Now we like 25 days from kickoff. Like I was like, I don't know. Something ain't right. Something's off with him. But again, I hope it works out for him. Till he plays, of course.
It's gonna be interesting. I think they're gonna have solid fundamentals. I'll say that. I don't doubt what Southern is gonna be fundamentally. I think talent wise, like he's made improvements, but like I think he just get a guy from Howard, a center. So he's made some good talent acquisition. Like as much as Troy and I kind of joke about that defensive line from last year, because I promise you, all them offensive line last year, they look like they just came straight from Bubbles at the barbecue spot or something. But I mean, I bet they make some mean barbecue, but they play some sorry football.
Jesus Christ.
I'll say this, right? His first game is going to tell you everything. That is going to set the tone for the whole season. And I'm not talking about what happens on the field, because I don't expect him to win nothing. But how he handles the first game, that's going to tell me how long he's going to be around. Because them Southern people, what you say your head about, Keith?
That first game, it's straight Kane the whole game. What you mean? She with the noobs now. No. Andrew body is shivering in unison all game. Belt to behind. Kane to butt. No.
He coming straight up hazing up in here. Mm-hmm. We're gonna Singapore Kane his ass.
Andrew Body's dropping 40. I'm sorry.
But it's just like you said, the body language, the way that he's talking, like you said that you got 6-7 quarterbacks in your room, which is not a bad thing, but you know, not giving away the secret, and that's with any coach, because coach talk, they're not gonna tell you who the starter is until maybe the week of the game. So
time.
or the night before game time. So so when you look at stuff like that, it's like, because you talk about coaches at Southern, at least Dooley would have told you now. Dooley was so stubborn, he stuck with Bashawn McCray for a whole damn season until Bashawn McCray became a liability, and he had to put Bubba Lampley in the game in the SWAC championship game. Then you turn around with Terrence Gray, with Pastor Graves, and he got the thing. And see, here's the thing: both of those coaches got Southern to the to the promised land, to a SWAC championship game as a division winner. Now they can't get over the hump, but what I'm saying is they got them there. Tony Clayton is just I'm gonna tell you just like this. Hey, I don't give a damn, and I don't like this. I don't like this motherfucker either. In case you know who I'm about to go with. Tony Clayton is acting like fucking Jerry Jones. And I gotta be, something wrong with me, but I have to compare this man right here to this old ass decrepit man right here who has too much power on his hand and is trying to relive in the fucking past.
Hey, I know him talking about I hear consider Mark Cuban. They definitely gonna be fist fighting in the front office, and Mark gonna win.
Yeah, Mark gonna win. Mark gonna win. Mark funded a whole goddamn national championship team.
But Mark gonna win. So if I'm anybody, if you bring Mark Cuban in for an ownership stake, you listening to what the fuck he got to say about you.
But you know what? I would say this with Mark, like when signed with Mark Cuban, at least when after the year after he broke up the team, he knew his mistake. He apologized for his mistake. He tried to rectify the mistake. I mean, it took some years down the line, but at the end of the day, we did go back to the finals in 2024. But hey, did what it is. But Tony Clayton's acting like Jerry Jones. He got too much hand. He got too much hands in pot and not letting these folks cook.
Yeah, if you're gonna hire people to do a job, let them do the job.
Right. Let your AD do their job. Let your FID do his fucking job. Tony Clayton should have been the first motherfucker on the phone with Marshall Faulk said, "Nah, nigga, we is not playing in damn Magic City class against Alabama State. We are playing in the Birmingham class."
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? If I hit this Powerball, first off, it's gonna be some signs, right?
It's gonna be a couple of signs if I hit.
It's gonna be some signs, and I don't want to tell nobody how to do their job, but y'all gonna be in the background hollering about Truck think he the AD.
And is.
And exactly. And is. And is.
Everybody gonna be at work from 9 to 5, physically in place. That's gonna be first off. But
going to work as a person that has to be to work at 6:30. At 6:30, I am on my floor with my laptop open working. I wish I could go to work at 9. And I don't get out, and I still don't get out till 5:30. So yes, I am working 6:30 to 5:30. I wish. I wish I could go to work at 9 o'clock. What? I wish I could go to work at 9 o'clock.
Hey, if I come in at 9 o'clock, I'm on the floor with my handheld, about to scan somebody in for some damn deliveries or something like that. For real.
Yeah,
but everybody gonna be at work. and we're gonna go over the plan and make sure we on target with the plan. And everybody in the organization and all the stakeholders gonna know what the plan is and be able to articulate the plan. It's not hard. It's really not hard. But listen, I ain't gonna go down this road. We're gonna go to a quick Orange Blossom Classic commercial because we have submitted our credentials for Orange Blossom Classic. I have me and Jamal gonna be in the box. I have allowed Marlo to be on the field because I need to be in the box while I'm watching.
Where Danny gonna be at? Danny gonna be in the box too?
Danny gonna be in the box too. Yeah, I got Danny in the box. Me, Danny, and Jamal in the box. I got
So y'all send some good old pictures and films, so y'all already know. That way we can.
Oh, absolutely.
On the regular.
And the reason Marlo is the reason Marlo on the field is because Marlo took better pictures last year than I did. There are videos of me and Bragg when the lights come on. You don't get the whole video because I'm dancing.
Wow.
So,
just like a nigga. Always that. I'm sorry.
So yeah, but we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, then we're gonna get some of our shots out the way.
Oh my God! This is your invitation to the moment. The Divine Nine, the bands, the parties, the performances, creating memories with your people. So pull up to the 2026 Orange Blossom Classic. It just hits different. Labor Day weekend, Miami Gardens, Florida. It's the culture, the connection, the pride. One weekend, one experience, one big community. Get your tickets now at orangeblossomclassic.com.
Hey, listen, we did great numbers today. I saw some more SU people in the building. I appreciate y'all. It's just Crook. Everybody else cool. Crook is just a pain in everybody behind. But I appreciate y'all coming to the show as always.
Crook is doing his job. Crook is the HBCU troll that nobody.
I was about to say, Crook is the house troll. That's just how that goes.
He is doing his job. We know who he is.
I just ignore him at this point. Why would you shoot that shot over the back? Thank you.
So, but again, I want to appreciate everybody. And numbers, like y'all doing numbers, all the videos doing numbers. So again, I thank y'all for everything. It's it's that time of the week, and Doc, what you got for us this week, man?
I'm gonna talk about why the MEAC keep giving the commissioner all this money, and they are too incompetent to go find a real commissioner that wants to invoke some change. Also, with a school that does not get too much love on the channel will be Mississippi Valley. So we're gonna try to get in and talk about previews for Mississippi Valley State, and also we're gonna go ahead and get a preview for Arkansas Pine Bluff because they don't get too much love on the channel. But and last but not least, the Governor Hot Wheels is a dumb son of a bitch. And when I say a dumb son of a bitch, all you have to do is tell your constituents is to legalize marijuana in the state of Texas. That's why you get to go ahead and regulate. But no, you got Texas Alcohol, the tobacco TABC, who controls the alcohol, is the bureau in the state of Texas, and all these wannabe Christian folks that wants to still put a prohibition on legalizing marijuana. Now, guess what? Niggas are about to go right back out there and buy their weed from the corner weed man because you do not want to go ahead and capitalize and make a fucking profit and put more money into the state to help our infrastructure, our schools, everything that we need in this state. So him and his constituents are some fucking dumbass. hopefully the next person, the person that's running against him for governor can try to unseat his ass and throw his ass in Lake Ray Hubbard. See if you can swim, nigga. Hey.
His legs don't work.
Well, you better make some motherfuckers work. But, you know, that's my little rant for tonight. Because the Republicans in our state don't think about money. They thinking about the moral clause. Fuck a moral clause. You lost your morality when you decided to put this no leg motherfucker in office.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Tell us how you really feel. Oh wow. All right. Okay. Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna go out on a limb doing this early. Marlo has had a day, so we're gonna give him some grace. Marlo, what you got for us today?
How can I loathe thee? Let me count the ways. You know, when I became father, I really didn't know what I was doing. Like I was in my early 20s having babies. And, you know, figuring out as I went along, I figured at some point it would pay off. And even though I've already had 4 children graduate college, and I got a 16-year-old coming up next, you would think these kids would be smarter and wiser under the tutelage that they've received from me. But I digress. It's some bullshit. The book smarts are not translating to actual and practical applications. Like something as simple as communicating something when you realize what you said previously isn't going to happen. When your child tells you, "Oh yeah, Dad, I'll make sure I take him back," talking about my grandson, take him back to Texas 3 weeks ago, and he come yesterday and say, "Oh, I can't do it because I don't have the funds." It puts me in a quandary. Do I choke him out? Do I thump him in the throat? I punch him in the chest? He's 30. So how do I discipline a 30-year-old?
You chop him in the throat.
I'm going to come back around to that one because I ain't figured it out yet.
And my daddy used to just straight up cuss us out. Once we got past the "I'm finna beat you" stage, everybody got cussed out.
But I don't think I'm past that stage with them. I think we just need to move some furniture and let it lie where it lie.
Two chops to the throat.
Yeah.
Because what these kids don't understand is, like, if me and you finna fight, we finna fight. It ain't no sanctioned boxing match. You might get kicked, poked in the eye. It's a fight. So they go in and watch these YouTube videos on fighting and think that's how it's gonna be. I'm gonna throw some dirt in your eye. I'm gonna pull your shirt over your head. We fighting. So I say all that to say this. I just left the airport having to buy tickets for Friday to take my grandson back to Texas. Prices that could have been 75% cheaper. Wasn't.
Yeah.
Because he chose not to give me information when he figured out he wasn't going to be able to do what he was doing. So, parents, I don't care how old they get, there's never a time. If you don't think about taking a pillow and putting it over your child's face, and just for a little bit, for him to get woozy, you don't love him. So I'm just gonna say I love my kids to the moon and back, but I have intrusive thoughts. That's my time, y'all. I had to get that off my spirit before I need bail money and I be eating jail food.
Well, Marlon gonna try to put his kids in the damn F5.
Listen, Marlo, you're not gonna be there long enough to eat no meal. I'll make sure you get out.
You wouldn't be there long.
Like I said, we almost at the 24-hour mark. Like I said, in 24 hours, I had the money for your bail money. So just hang on a little bit longer, and we all good. Then you can choke them out. I got you.
You know how people have a good little angel on their shoulder and a not so good. Both of mine are questionable. So I can't take advice from myself.
Jamal, what you got for us this week, man?
I don't have none. And see, normally by the time I get the Tuesday, I've been at work 3 days and I have a whole lot to cuss people out about. But shit, hey, hell, tomorrow my Monday. Only thing I got to cuss people out about is why the fuck did they name that team the Cleveland Sirens?
They will always be the mistake by the lake.
The fucking city is that it is not. Sirens don't live on a motherfucking lake. Sirens don't live on a lake. There are two teams that could have potentially been called, really three, if you being honest, if you're thinking about it, that could have been called Sirens. That's Seattle, is Golden State, and maybe Chicago. That is it. The city of Cleveland gave the world rock and roll. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Cleveland, and if you didn't know that, go back and watch that famous Joakim Noah press conference from I think it was '04. Was it '04 or '05? Where he said, "What the fuck is in Cleveland? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Cleveland." Now, my rant is about the WNBA expansion franchise. Now, there was a team in Cleveland from 1996 to 2000. And the name of that team was the Cleveland Rockers. Want to know why the name of that team was the Cleveland Rockers? Because of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And you come back 26 years after that team folded, you trademarked 13 motherfucking names last year to pick the fucking Sirens? Fire every motherfucking body. That's how I feel.
The only sirens you're gonna hear is police sirens.
And that is what they said in the comments. The police sirens.
They should have been the Cleveland Metro Notes. They need to get on beat.
Get on beat. But that is absolutely my rant. It's two more teams that are coming online this year, next year. No, the year after next and the year after that. So 29 and 30. That'll be Detroit and Philly. And then I think they said they're done with expanding for a while, which is fine. Detroit, I don't know what the fuck Detroit's gonna do because technically the Detroit Shock are the Dallas Wings. I don't know what they're gonna do about it. Philly has never had a team, so this will actually absolutely just like Golden State be a brand new city with a brand new team. Philly, don't piss me off. Don't do nothing that's a play on the 76ers in that trash ass franchise. Don't piss me off. Don't pick a red, white, and blue scheme. Don't piss me the fuck off. I want better. Since clearly Kathy is in office and we gonna keep having NBA leadership on these WNBA teams and they're not gonna prosper the way they should, at least pick better teams and better color schemes. That's all I ask. And that is my time for this week. And as always, crash the fuck out. People have you fucked up. Fuck Donald Trump and punch Nazis. I am Lord Jamal. See y'all on Thursday.
Man, I'm gonna ask why they took Kelsey Mitchell off the damn MVP race But you put Caitlin Clark back up on there.
That's targeted because they still trying to appease a certain demographic. It's targeted. She's not having an MVP season. And I've said in the group chat, and I think I said on this show before, if Indiana wins another WNBA championship, it will be based on the only play of Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. Not Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark, not Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. It's going to be based on Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston if they win another WNBA championship.
Man, look, I'm not. Keith, what you got for us this week?
Oof. Not much, man. I honestly just getting ready for school, taking on some other challenges. It's to us, so we gotta stop that. But with one of those challenges, just send some good words for the people you love. As Troy often says, make sure you tell people you love them. One of the conversations I have is with where I get to be the co-host with St. Clair Moraine on his show, Round One, Hallelujah 95. And so at the end of every show, what you don't get to hear is he says, love you, guy. And it's really weird for me just being a dude. And so I always just make sure I say it back, but I also mean it. And then I also say, hey, how's the family, everything like that. And we normally spend a good 15, 20 minutes after. So, but recently St. Clair had something happen. And so he's not going to be doing the show for probably a couple days, hopefully, but, maybe even a little bit longer. So hoping to kind of jump into that role to not fill the spot, but hold the line until he's able to return. So just making sure you say what you mean to the people you care about, because you never know when the conversation goes from normal love you guy conversation and let's go baby to a conversation that you're not able to, it's not the norm. And so just want to make sure you get that out there. Say what you got to say to people. We definitely talk our trash in this space, but you also notice that I know we're all careful about some of the things we say in certain places because we do understand when we out in the streets, we out there in the streets. So just want to make sure, encourage everyone to just say what you got to say to people, though, and say it in the right way. Make sure you leave every conversation in a way that when you are done with it, if that's that last conversation you have with them, you leave in a manner that you can say, I'm cool with it.
Oh, Troy.
Fuck that school in Daytona.
Oh, Troy.
Yeah, what's up?
Let me give my again. Let me give my condolences out to the family of Mr. Levi Wyatt, who tragically passed away in a fire accident over the weekend, and also send condolences out to one of my frat brothers, two neighbors, from Mississippi Valley State. Don't know what happened, but I do know that he leaves this earth with two kids. So, again, tell somebody that you love them, because you never know what's going to be around the corner afterwards.
That is so true. So true.
Hey, man.
It's been an interesting week for me, right? Interesting week. I had a couple of doctor's appointments and reviews and whatnot. And I am at a point in my life where I got white people health care now. And by white people health care, I mean I have a minority doctor that makes sure that I get everything that I need for my long-term health. And I've been very public about my cancer recovery because, again, when I was going through that process, it was all scary. And I want to make sure this process, it's going to be a little scary, but I want to make it fun for you. Because in my family, laughter can get you through the crime. So where we are now, right? And damn what crooks say, I got both my balls. I'm on 100 milligrams of chiclets, and my new general practice doctor has decided that, you know what? Since you ain't trying to have no more kids, we go ahead and put you on some testosterone treatment.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
And I've been very clear about
treat your ass like Tigger.
I've been very clear about like the whole process. So my wife knows now.
From the windows to the wall.
I've been very clear about the process that my wife has benefited from my recovery, right?
I bet she has, and you have too.
And now, and I'm not complaining. My doctors make sure I am a very well-rounded individual and I'm a happy individual. Because again, one of the downsides to this surgery is the mental part of it. Because there is a portion where your equipment don't work like it used to. And it's a whole process. You got to do exercises and it's a whole process. And if I knew now in my 20s, if I knew in my 20s what I know now, I'd have been doing pelvic floor exercises back in the 90s. Google it. Thank me later.
Hey, bro, you already got enough kids.
I'm just saying, if you out there and you pelvic floor exercises, Google it. You'll thank me later.
Man, would have had a starting. Well, you already got a starting five. You would have had a baseball team over there.
No, EA, I'm on 100 milligrams of them chickens. 100 milligrams on the. I don't know what the dosage is for the testosterone yet. That's the whole thing. But again, this is all. I'm being transparent because a coach today said on a radio show, if you know an individual and know his reactions to things, you'll know how he'll react in important moments. I need y'all to know that this me, 24/7, 7 days a week. If I hit the Powerball, I'm still gonna be me. I'm just gonna have a Powerball, and I'm gonna make sure people show up to work and plans get taken care of. Outside of that, there will be no changes. If this platform blows up and we start getting monetized and making money, we still gonna be us. Yes, we have a producer now. We got commercials and we stay on point. We still us. I think we probably corrupt them Keith more than Keith is correcting us. But we here. EA.
Right.
Listen, EA. I told my wife, if you mess around and let me hit them streets, I'm gonna be a problem. I'm gonna be a problem. I'm gonna be Uncle Earl. So I'm just saying. But
if I hit the Powerball, I'm not going to work tomorrow.
Me neither.
I don't know what the hell I do the show, but I ain't going to work tomorrow.
Man, we about to be like we gonna be like Mike and Mike in the morning. The early edition of Fat Mom Sports. We finna be on this thing at 8 o'clock while people in rush hour traffic talking shit. What you mean? Hey, tell them people they gotta hire a new history teacher. You ain't coming back no more.
Ever.
Ever.
The way we can get it all going with the photography and stuff right there. We good.
Yeah, we good. We going no, but I'm airmailing. When I say airmail, I don't mean UPS. I'm airmailing them people they laptop back from my job. They just gonna walk outside and be like, who laptop this is on the ground? Oh shit.
They gonna say Jamal. Oh, yeah, Jamal.
No, it got no. So my laptop has like custom stickers on it. You know it's my laptop. It's already broke because I dropped it off the top of a damn sorter platform a week ago. I'm just gonna finish breaking this motherfucker. Here you go. Bye.
That man ain't gonna be like.
Hey, but again,
let's go.
I want to thank again. It goes without saying. I want to thank everybody for coming in all across HBCU space, not just the SWAC. I know I make jokes about the MEAC, but everybody across the HBCU space, the independents, and y'all really not independents. Y'all have a conference, but on this side, we don't really. It is what it is. to my Knowles family. Yeah, to my Knowles family, it's still Knowles by 10. It is. It's Knowles by 10 until it ain't. And even then, it's still Knowles by 10. Because at the end of the year, I'm going to smile regardless because I know I got a new coach on the way. Listen, that is our time. I want to thank Keith from Fangs Up Podcast, Doc Holiday from HBCU Overdrive, Marlo and Jamal from Fat Mouth Sports. For everybody here, we want to thank y'all. We are out.
And fuck Magic Johnson in the LA Spartans ownership group.
Go ahead, Marlo. Go ahead. I know you want to get it out.
Fuck. Sincerely. Fuck that school in Daytona. Sincerely. No disrespect.
Them two. All disrespect.